I said, how can you transform? You want to force discipline on yourself? The only disciplinarian is vision. And do you know how vision disciplines? He captures you and say, come on, keep looking at me. Don't look at another place. And that's what is called holiness. Keep. Joseph knew. Joseph didn't lie down, avoided Potiphar's wife because of God. No. Joseph knew that what the woman was trying to do was to distract him. Nothing else. And that is not the life of his vision. It's not because Joseph was actually trying to fear God. No. One of the ways to make young men introduce discipline into a young person is to give him or her discipline. Fear of God didn't provide discipline, didn't produce discipline from me the way exam did it to me. The way exam. Let me tell you something that exam did. When I was trying to write JAMB in 1986, I stayed in a compound for 2 months without going out. No spirit can make me do it. I stayed 2 months in the family compound without crossing the gate. 2 months. Just because I wanted to pass JAMB. Now that is not religion. That is discipline of vision. I wanted to pass. So I started praying. Even when when I was feeling sleepy, I'll try to wake up by 1, 2 on my lamp and start reading. It didn't teach me that. Wanting to enter into university persuaded me to do it. Now, when I was undergraduate, if I have an exam in the evening, I don't eat in the morning. I don't eat in the afternoon. If I have an exam like around 4 p.m. or 2, I must not take breakfast. Because if my body is empty, my brain functions more. So that fasting, compulsory fasting, it achieved more than mere religion. Because I know that if I eat by 12, then I'll relax and then I'll try to sleep. But if there is no food in my body, my brain will be alert. Now that's what discipline does. So when somebody is after something, he will live the life of that thing he's after. I say he will. That thing is after. If Esther was in the land of Shushan and she's a Jewish girl hanging around with boys from Shushan, will she be a queen? For where? The day they are choosing her, all those boys, when they brought her for choice, you know how men are wicked. Those men will go and be telling all those people that one Esther is the one that's marrying a king. Is she also one of those who the king want to marry? Is she one of the? They will just laugh. They will say it until the people who are choosing queen will hear it. So it's not something that people should joke with. Discipline. So I wrote it in Holiness is a Quality of Being. Listen, holiness is a visionary concept. I say it's what? Yes, it's a visionary concept. Purity is a visionary concept. It's not a behavioral concept. I said holiness is what? God is holy because God is a vision. He's a visionary. Holiness is a visionary concept. It's not a do or don't concept. If you look at chapter 5, verse 48 of the book of Matthew, okay, 5:48 of Matthew. He said, "Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is
Perfect.
Now, this concept here is not a religious concept. It's not attitudinal. I say it's not. No, it's not attitudinal. It's a visionary concept. The perfection here is, my friend, mind what you are born for and stay on it. Yes, and don't take your eyes away from it. It is in doing it that you are perfect. Warren Buffett, just Jeboses, Elon Musk, they appreciate Dangote, the richest man in Africa, for about 12 years. They appreciate all these men because God is a spirit of value, not religious spirit. I say God is a spirit of value. So holiness cannot be interpreted without vision. If you leave vision from it, then it's religious. And that is why a lot of people are not useful. Please, let me stay with you for a while. God made it in this way. God made it where? In this way that somebody who doesn't have vision cannot preach to a visionary rich man. And hear me, if there is no vision, prosperity will be difficult. I say prosperity will be, if there is no vision, prosperity will be very, very difficult. As long as that life is scattered, prosperity will be very, very difficult. Now, if somebody is rich from vision, you cannot bring him to God without vision. Because if you are empty, he will simply know that you are living for nothing, that you don't understand vision. And God is a visionary spirit. That means you don't have God. Whatever that does not add value to your life is not a vision. It's not a vision. You've not paid attention. Don't forget that a lot of people are casual. Yes, they are casual. But the Bible says in the place we read earlier, I kept sentry, that is visionary men upon the walls of Jerusalem. Say, pay attention to vision day and night. Because vision is already your life. What I say it is? It's already your life. Now, pay attention. Holiness, perfection and holiness can only be achieved when you are following vision. Now, if there is no vision, holiness cannot even be understood. Because the principle of the spirit of holiness is already there in the vision. Telling you what you should do and what you should not. So, the understanding of holiness is from vision. Now it is vision that tells you when you err. And then if vision is strong in your heart, when you err, you'll be angry with yourself without a preacher. The capital thing sin does to people is to distract them. Some of these men you see that are big men, some of them still smoke casually. What? Now, but the percentage of the attention they pay to vision is too much based on the small weakness that cigarette bring into their life. And because vision sanctifies their understanding, they will not take too much of it, because vision sanctifies people's understanding. But this pastor doesn't know he's living in sin secretly. or he's an idiot, and he wants us to believe that he's a servant of God. You can't be a servant of God without evidence. If your God is with you, he will prosper you. If you're not prosperous, then you've not invested your life properly. Let me say this before I go on to another sharing. Vision is like wisdom. Everybody on earth claims to be wise. That's why I'm making the book on, I think I'm through with it now. I'm making the book on fruit of wisdom. Now, in that book, I keep on saying, you cannot say you are wise without evidence. Because wisdom is known in fruit. So is vision. Did you hear what I said? Now, we will see how you use your time, how you use your money, how you use what you have. We will know whether you have vision or not. It is the attention that you pay now. Don't forget that vision expands. What I have done now, what I have done is I pray. I prayed and I wrote. Now, after writing, I came to teach. After teaching, I'll do counseling. After counseling, I'll go to do intercession in the site. Now, I have done like 5 things because they are provided in the table of vision. So I didn't do only writing. I didn't do only teaching. I will do counseling. I will answer phone calls. And I call some people too. Then I'll go to site to pray. Then I'll come back in the night. All these are activities of vision. The vision has won several faces to say prosper. Is it awesome? Is it awesome? Is it awesome? So why the church have not prospered is all the people we love in the Bible were dreamers. And then suddenly the church diverted away from dream. And then it is now outsiders. It's now, because you see, even some things we should present to people as means of getting something from them, we still like render it free to them. Yet we're supposed to live by it. So how can you render a service? You're supposed to live from people free. In the name of religion. And then the church is saying, do it free. And then allow people to use their moral. When Jesus was sending them in Matthew chapter 10, he said, don't go with extra shoe, extra purse. Expect the reward of the gospel. The reason what people hear don't stay with them is because they don't sow seed to that knowledge. When a gospel bless your life, sow seed to it. When a revelation, even on YouTube, a lady sang song, and that song blessed you. So sit to that song, because that song took her life to be constructed, and then it blessed you, and then you like playing it. If you like playing that song, then so sit to it, so that the lady can make another song. She will be encouraged because she made this song with her life. That does not mean money. That does not mean she's charging. Somebody said went to sing and they said they are charging money. I said no. Sometimes why those people said they should be encouraged with a certain amount of money is because if they leave them, the church is a place where abilities are abused. And yet people have developed their life, invested their time on all these things, and then it is abused. So sometimes they are discouraged. So everybody is saying that song that took 8 years to be written, come and sing it free. And then you sing it and your 8 years is in it. And then somebody is saying you are doing nothing. But the song took part of your life. Am I saying something? Am I saying something? Evil cannot be separated from visionlessness. That's my last part on vision. Evil cannot. Evil. Wherever there is visionlessness, there will be evil. When you hear visionlessness, it is evil. It is slavery. As I am teaching, I am prophesying to somebody, one or two persons, there is something God has been showing you. He wants you to pay attention to it. Don't ignore that thing He's showing you and say pay attention to it and be asking Him to bless you, because the blessing is in that vision. And then give it everything. And then do it day and night. And then if that vision is from God and you must invest your life in it, invest your life properly. Give it everything. Don't do it at comfort. Do it day and night. Day and night. That is divinity. Do it. Do it day and night. Wherever darkness tarried, date tarried,